Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, collection review for Jim in St. Louis, USA. You know, when I hear of St. Louis, it always reminds me of the riot at the Guns N' Roses concert back in the early 90s, Use Your Illusion tour. Anyway, Jim has been collecting for 4 or 5 years. He's been trying lots of different brands, Grand Seiko, Rolex, Panerai, Omega, and he sells the watches back on eBay when he's not too fond of them. He wants to keep a collection under 10 pieces. Right now he's got 7. And let's go through them one by one. First one, Rolex Pepsi, 126,710 BLRO. Unfortunately, he had to pay up the premium to get this watch. He couldn't source it from his authorized dealer. So that watch he paid $23,000. So it's as valuable as the rest of the whole collection, which big imbalance there. And he's kind of babysitting the watch, doesn't really dare wearing it. So we'll come back to that. Then he's got the Tudor Black Bay GMT on the, I have to admit, the ugliest strap I've ever seen. That sort of car tire type of strap. Then the Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue, lovely little watch. You know, it really pops if you wear a white t-shirt, blue jeans. You've got it on the strap there, Jim. Would have been nice to get it on the bracelet, which cost a bit more to get afterwards. But lovely little watch. So I had one, but I decided to sell that one and keep the black one. But either way, they're very cool, great format, 200-meter divers, and just easy, no date to set, just to wind it and enjoy it. Then a couple of tool watches from Sinn, a very enthusiast type of watch. So you've got the Sinn 757 Diapal, and if I'm not mistaken, you've got the chronograph, you've got the date, you've got a rotating bezel, and there's a GMT hand hiding under the hour hand there. So it's pretty much a whole collection in one watch. Pretty crazy, pretty cool tool watch, over-engineered, very solid, as we know from Sinn. And the other Sinn is the 104, a bit more common, that one, with the blue dial with a countdown bezel, date that you have on an island strap there. And then two Grand Seikos, the SBGA 231, big bombastic diver. That looks to be, I think it's in titanium, so very light. And then you have the Quartz GMT SBGN 005. So you like to have a GMT complication, fair enough. Why not? The thing is, with complications, we tend to buy one of each, and then you never have it on the wrist when you would like to enjoy that complication. So that's why you might want to have just a one watch sometimes, like that Sinn. You know, it does everything. You have your chronograph, your GMT, your diver, all in one. Pretty cool. So you do consider having being a one watch kind of guy, and pretty easy to say which one watch you should just go for. The Pepsi is perfect. Everybody wants it because it's such a cool complication. It's water resistance. On the Jubilee, you get the Easy Link, you get the date. It's just a wonderful watch. You can do everything. It's a watch for life. And to me, you've gone, you're gonna babysit it for a while, and after a while, after you put one scratch into it, you won't think twice about it, I think. And the problem with your collection right now, with all those the watches are kind of overstepping on each other's toes, and there's no reason to have the Tudor GMT if you have the Pepsi. The Tudor GMT is a lovely watch, it's beautiful, but it's a bit bulky and everything. Honestly, I think it's time for you to move on to the next stage of your collecting journey, and just go for the stuff that's really gonna. I think the Tudor GMT is gonna remain forever a cool watch, and there's no harm in keeping it. Each one of these watches could be someone's only watch, if you can look at it that way. But I want to look at it in how can we have more with less. So if we were looking at it in that perspective, to me, you remove the Tudor Black Bay GMT, you remove that Grand Seiko GMT Quartz, I mean, which looks like an Explorer from Rolex. You know, once you get the Pepsi, you've moved on to the next game, and they're all enthusiasts watches, but you've had a taste of it, you've enjoyed it. Maybe move on from there. I would actually keep the Sinn 757. It's such a crazy, cool tool watch. Then I would pit the Tudor Black Bay Blue against the Sinn 104. I would tend to keep the Tudor, not just because I want to be the Tudor Rolex fanboy, but because it's such an easy watch. You don't need to set anything to put it on, and the Sinn's case reminds me a bit of the Oris Aquis. Bit of a boring case. It's a nice watch. It's also a great one watch. It does a bit of everything as well, and the countdown timer is quite useful. You know, it's up to you. But I would rather keep one per brand. I think that would be quite cool for this collection. So in this case, I would keep more the Tudor, which I think will remain special. So I wouldn't get rid of both Tudors, but since you went for the Pepsi, I would keep the Black Bay 58 Blue, the Sinn 757, and then you're talking about adding back a Sea Dweller. So you used to have some Submariners, you had 3 of them. Now you're thinking Sea Dweller 16600, which I think is the sports watch produced for the longest time at Rolex, or the 16600, the one I have, the Sea Dweller 4000, which is set in stone as a modern classic. You can't lose. I bought mine under 12,000 US. If you can get them under 13, it's great. They're trading over that, even over 15,000 sometimes. Between 13 and 15, it's still okay, and it's watch that's going to keep its value forever. 40 millimeter, they went 43 afterwards. You've got the modern upgrades, but you still have the very small look. It wears very petite. Actually, the lugs, I think, are even thinner than the Submariner of those days. Just a wonderful piece. If you can add the 16600, then once you have that, I think the Grand Seiko has to go because it's very bulky. I think Grand Seiko never got the diver thing just right. It's a cool watch. It's a very impressive watch. But if you already have the Sinn 757, then I think it's a bit too much. Those two watches, they compete with each other. So then, yeah, you would have the Sinn 757, the Tudor Black Bay Blue, the Rolex GMT. You would have Sea Dweller, perfect 4-piece collection, I think. And then you keep one opening in the collection for something different. Maybe a dress watch, maybe a different type of Grand Seiko. A Breitling, maybe, or Zenith. You know, you have a successful eBay profile. For you, it's easy to sell the things, and probably easy to buy them as you know how to buy at a good price and not lose money. So always keep a little space for a bit of fun, because it's you're an enthusiast. You know, you're trying cool things. You went for Sinn, you went for Grand Seiko. So there's no need to remove the fun out of it and just go for only the big serious Rolex watches. And that's the way I would go about it for the next moves in your collection. So guys, let me know, am I being too obvious where I'm going with these suggestions? Let us know, Jim, in the comments. And thank you so much for asking me for a review. In whichever way you go, I think you've got a great collection. And congrats on the Pepsi. You know, it's the one everybody has been wanting for 3 years. Yeah, should you pay or not the premium? I think once you have it, it's it's something that an itch you have to scratch. You know, just get done with it. It's a lot of money, but you've done it. Now live with it. You know, it's a sports watch. It's a solid watch. Don't worry, you can always be polished. Just take good care of it and enjoy it. And if you should have only one watch, you know, that would be a perfect watch. Thanks guys, thanks Jim, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye bye.